This park was voted #1 by the citizens of this park. Stop destroying it.
I don't understand why you want to spend all our money taking away this precious gem that we have.
Think more deeply and environmentally about this park and the people from all over the Cape who use it before you, 8 of you, act.
When you have an event and there's over 157 cars, where are people going to park?
Personally, I would support improvements to the playgrounds, restrooms, pavilions, trees at Jaycee Park, but it's hard to justify many of the other ideas that risk transforming the character of the park and the neighborhood while costing us so much. There's no need to design commercial uses in our public spaces that we already own and operate. Less than a mile away, there's a private business building waterfront food truck park and dock slips. Let them incur those costs and the risk, not us taxpayers.
There won't be any driveway in except maybe for the bar people.
The food and drug bistro plan appears to be nothing more than smoke and mirrors. They'll ultimately fail and expose the true plan for a full-scale bar and restaurant, such as the Boathouse or the Overtime Sports Pub. If I were a business that operates restaurants and bars, why would I invest in developing a food truck park with a bistro that only sells alcoholic drinks and ice cream unless there were a bigger plan?
He said it. There's bigger plans, and that's what's going to happen. Amphitheater is going to be taken out, and they're going to put in a full-scale restaurant and add on to it.
It's simply an unwise and extravagant proposal to take a city property that is beloved by the local community and transform it into something that nobody really wants. The environmental impact to the neighboring homes and the entire community will be negatively felt for years, and the community is totally against such a move by the city. It only makes sense for the city to focus its resources on these new parks and begin construction on them instead of being distracted and misguided to destroy a pleasant neighborhood park just for the sake of some politician's pleasure or some supposed progress, which isn't really progress at all.
The city says we have enough parks. If we have enough parks with our small sliver of nature left, then surely we have enough bars and boating activities.
What's going to stop them from doing whatever they want?
There was no opportunity for the people who took the survey to vote against the entire project. That's like holding an election when you have one candidate.
The property taxpayers are paying the $60 million debt. The $60 million Go Bond project debt should be reduced by $11 million, the original estimate for the yacht club enhancements that got the vote approved. The citizens are not getting the most important project that was approved on the Parks Go Bond referendum.
We just gave you $60 million package in the last election specifically to fix parks that were neglected for years and open new parks in Cape Coral.
The Jaycee Park project was announced last May. By then, the City Council had spent $500,000 for the original plans. In October, it approved another $650,000 for updated plans for the destruction of the #1 voted best park in the Cape. The cost of this destruction is not in the city budget. It is borrowed money that the public will have to repay with interest.
I've been to many of the meetings, and I never see anybody want this change.
It's obvious the design was not designed by anybody who lives in Southwest Florida. There would have been no shade sales, as #1, they'll fade within 6 months, and #2, blow off in frequent high winds.
Start talking to the Corps of Engineers and find out whether or not docks are even possible in the area. When I start out in the morning, I research where I'm going. I research how much it's going to cost me for the day, and I research how I'm going to get home.
Thank you, ma'am. Wrap it up.
I need you to do that too.
Why don't they listen to us? It's about money.
The residents overwhelmingly oppose your plans, but you claim there is some silent majority who never shows up at council meetings that supports what you're doing.
We did not elect you to recklessly spend millions of dollars of our money on this park design we do not like or want.
I think the mayor should call a special meeting for all the people that want the bar and restaurant and see what happens. And then some of our people can go there and we can debate the issues and let the public do a referendum on it at the end. That would be the right thing to do.
Our dedicated bipartisan group of volunteers got over 7,700 registered voters in the city to sign the petition to try and get this issue on the ballot in November. Unfortunately, we did not meet the city charter's requirement for 15% of registered voters in the city, which is almost twice what the state requires to get a constitutional amendment. If you all are so sure that this city wants the change that you've proposed to Jaycee Park, why not put it on the ballot and see?
Our first goal is to get a referendum to lower it to 5%, like Jacksonville, Florida.
We do not want events involving liquor in the park. Normally, alcohol is not allowed in the park. Please keep it that way.
The drinking in the parks, here's another good one. I got 3 seconds, I'll talk quick. Anyway, they say that the person who's drinking...
Thank you, sir.
Is not, let me just finish my sentence.
I'm the one running the show here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll go to the next person. We'll go to the next person. We're gonna eat up the whole 60 minutes tonight, so we got to get everybody their turn.
But also keep in mind how much extra time you have.
Thank you.